The Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 1, and I want to read verses 13 through 17. I encourage you to read at least the first 5 verses at your leisure, but I want to focus on Luke chapter 1, beginning at verse 13, and I'll conclude with verse 17. Luke 1 and 13. But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John. And thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth. For he shall be great in the sight of the Lord, and shall drink neither wine nor strong drink. And he shall be filled with the Holy Ghost, even from his mother's womb. And many of the children of Israel shall be turned to the Lord their God. And he shall go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the just, to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. I want to use these words for a subject this morning. Get ready for Christmas. Get ready for Christmas. Of course, as we live in the Western world, we realize that in the West we make much to do about the day we refer to as Christmas. Many different activities and celebrations take place as we come to what we call the Christian season. There's much planning that goes forward as we prepare all of the things that we believe are necessary for an appropriate and a great and grand celebration. You will notice that we just finished celebrating Thanksgiving Day, a day when we paused in this country to say we want to offer thanks, and as Christians we will offer our thanks unto our God. But even before we could finish celebrating Thanksgiving, the stores decided they would open up, many of them at around 6 in the evening, because they understood that people are saying, I'm celebrating Thanksgiving, just finished eating my turkey and dressing or ham or whatever I was eating, but now I must get ready for Christmas. And so people went out Christmas shopping, and then, of course, Friday was what they call Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. That's a major shopping day in our country because people were getting ready for Christmas. People were going out to buy things for this Christmas, even though they haven't finished paying for many of the things from last Christmas. People who really have not figured out how they want to take care of some present expenses are already started tacking on some additional expenses because we're getting ready for Christmas. There are people who've already scheduled trips outside the country, some outside the state and some just within the state, but people have already decided that I'm making reservations because I'm going to be traveling to experience Christmas Day with family and friends. And so therefore much money has been spent for transportation purposes. There are other people, of course, who have already started their decorations. Lights have already started to be hung up around the city. Many people already have their Christmas trees out, or at least they brought them down from the attic because they know that I'm getting ready for Christmas. There are many people who've already started filling out their Christmas list. Some wives have started hinting to husbands what they want. Husbands have already just been kind of leaving the magazine or flyer there about something that they want. Children have just blatantly said what they want because everybody is getting ready for Christmas. Somebody who's been dating somebody for 18 years has already been kind of hinting that they'd like a diamond this year. And so when people are getting ready for Christmas, Christmas is indeed a big deal, and people are scheduling their lives around what we call Christmas Day. There are many people who are already trying to determine whether or not they're going to have a good Christmas. Whether good Christmas is going to be a good day or not will be dependent upon what they find under the tree. For some people, if they don't get a certain particular item, for them Christmas will be a bad experience. For some people, if they cannot achieve certain things that they hope to achieve by that time, again, it will not be a good experience for them because of the way we have commercialized Christmas. Also, one of the things that has happened with Christmas is that we've come to a place where we can celebrate Christmas without Christ. We come to a place now where you can just put an X where his name was and still go on and have a good time. Some people are already planning on how to celebrate Christmas, and they're celebrating Christmas and all the things that Christ is against. If Christ showed up to their Christmas party, he would be appalled at the things that were taking place, because he was saying, this is your level, this celebration about me. Christmas is something, again, that has been so commercialized that there are other things that can come in and take center stage. I'm not trying to offend anybody this morning, but I do want us to give some thought to what we place at the center of the stage on Christmas. I realize that we do certain things for our children. That's a judgment that you need to make for yourself. And I understand that in other parts of the country, people like Frosty the Snowman, but you ought not make him the center of Christmas. I understand that there are many people who are saying that Santa is coming and Santa is going to place something under the tree. But I want to tell you, before you focus on the one who you say places something under the tree, make sure you remember the one who hung on the tree. Because ultimately, Christmas cannot have anybody at center stage who is not Jesus Christ. I understand Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I know he came from the North Pole, but we needed somebody who could come from further than the North Pole. We needed somebody who could make a longer trip than that, and Christmas was really going to be significant. And then, as I try to say to us every year when we approach the Christmas season, never celebrate anybody at Christmas who won't be around for Easter. Because there is a direct tie between Christmas and Easter. The only reason you have Christmas is because we need to have Easter. And so therefore, that's why I would never be able to put Frosty at the center of my Christmas, because by the time Easter rolls around, Frosty has already melted. I need somebody who can hang around longer than that. I need somebody, and Santa does not qualify. I need somebody who cannot just be around for Christmas. I need somebody who can go and die on the cross. I need somebody who has the proper credentials to be able to save me from my sin. And as I have interviewed the various ones, I found out that there's nobody but Jesus Christ. I'm going to feel the same way when we come to Easter, because it's going to be Jesus that was raised from the dead. That's why for me, I don't need Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail at Easter. I need to get them another day. Why do we give some of them another day? Because Christmas, if we're going to celebrate it as Christians, ought to be the day for our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm not saying that we ought not make much to do about Jesus Christ. Most of us are familiar with the fact that nobody knows what actual date Jesus Christ was born on. December the 25th, in all likelihood, was not a literal birthday for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Those of us who are Christians, if we celebrate the day, we don't celebrate it because we believe that that's necessarily the actual day that he was born. We celebrate it because we're just celebrating the fact that he was born. So that's what the celebration is all about. That's why we can celebrate it on December the 25th, but then we'll turn around and celebrate it on December the 26th too, because we understand the main thing is that Jesus Christ was born. And we understand the significance of his birth to our lives as believers. So getting ready for Christmas is something that is a big deal. Perhaps as you're reflecting upon your own life, the question could be raised to you. So what are you doing to get ready for Christmas? You probably already have a lot of things that you're doing. Some of you have already started thinking about what you're going to cook. You've already started thinking about who you're going to invite to your different gatherings and occasions. And I'm suggesting that nothing is wrong with that, as long as we keep in mind the major reason for the celebration. It is Christ Jesus our Lord. But this whole idea, this whole concept of getting ready for Christmas, it is a concept that we need to think about, but I want to challenge you today to think about it in a different light. Christmas is something that really did take planning. Christmas is something that really did require a lot of work, energy, and effort. But the work was not done by us. The work was literally done by God. For those who may not be aware, let me just kind of run back through the story for you real quickly, because the book that you refer to as the Bible, the book that many of you are holding in your hands or have on your electronic device right now, that is a book that gives us a story that helps us to understand what Christmas is really all about. And if you look at it, you can have an appreciation for what it took to get ready for Christmas. Here's what the situation was at the beginning of the book we call the Bible, in the book of Genesis. We have God creating a man named Adam and then creating a woman named Eve. God telling them, do not sin, because if you sin, terrible things are going to happen. Well, of course, Adam did sin and terrible things did happen. Sin entered into the human experience and all of the calamities and all of the devastation and death that we experience as human beings came in when sin came in. Well, God was aware that was going to happen, but what God did was when Adam sinned, God had already planned the Christmas. Christmas is a planned event. I know that he planned it before Adam was ever created, because Paul teaches that before the foundation of the world, God had already planned on sending Jesus. And the reason God had already planned on sending Jesus was because he already knew that Adam was going to sin. So Christmas is a planned event because Christmas was necessary because sin came in. So when you start thinking about Christmas, never separated from sin, because that's the only reason you really need Christmas. You don't need Christmas to get a Cadillac. You don't need Christmas to get a new house. You don't need Christmas to get a new outfit. You need a Christmas so you can get Christ. And Christ was necessary because man sinned. Well, here is how God was getting everything ready for Christmas. As soon as Adam sinned, God made the prophecy. God said, listen, the seed of the woman who was a child of Eve, but ultimately would be Christ, the seed of the woman is going to bruise the head of the serpent, who is Satan. So right then God said, listen, Christmas is coming because I'm going to send somebody who's going to save people from their sin. Now, because God was going to wrap up the gift in wrapping, then God says, listen, he is going to come as a man. And because he's going to come as a human, he's going to have to come through human beings. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick a human being. So he picked Abraham. He said, Abraham, listen, I'm going to bless you, and then I'm going to use you to be a blessing. Now, Abraham, don't get the big head. It's not about you. It's about me. It's not about what you are able to do. It's about what I'm able to do. I'm going to bless you, but through you, I'm going to bless other people as well. The one that I'm going to send is going to be wrapped up in Jewish flesh. And so therefore, Abraham, I'm going to send him through you. So for the rest of the Old Testament, we're following the lineage, the people of Abraham. We're watching the Jews. We're watching the people of Israel, these Hebrews. We're watching God work with them. Why is God so concerned with these Hebrew people? Because that's who God is going to send the gift through. God is preparing Christmas for Christmas all through the Old Testament. That's why when you see Israel get in trouble, you always see God get Israel out of trouble. That's why no matter what Israel does, God never forsakes them. He never casts them away, because they have become God's chosen people, because God is preparing for Christmas. So God keeps it all the way through the Old Testament. You see that Israel, even when she's fragmented, has still survived. Then during the intertestamental period between the Old Testament's ending and the New Testament opening up, there were about 400 years. So for hundreds of years, people have been waiting for Christmas, because God has been saying a Messiah is coming. Christ means Messiah, Old Testament, Messiah, New Testament, Greek transliteration, Christ. And so therefore, the Messiah that they have been looking for is the one we refer to as the Christ. So all this time, God has been preparing for Christmas. They kept on looking, when is the Messiah coming? When is the one that's going to make a difference in our life going to show up? They were under Roman servitude. They were experiencing second-class citizenship. They thought that God was going to send this great soldier, that he was going to come, have great political and military power, overthrow the Roman government, and put Israel back in her place of stature once again. They were waiting for God to send the anointed one. They didn't understand it, but they were waiting for what we call Christmas. Well, when God got closer to the time when Christmas was going to come, they didn't even know to be excited, because they didn't really understand what God was going to do and how he was going to do it. When we get to the present text before us today, we have a priest. The priest is named Zacharias. Zacharias is with many other priests, and what they would do is they would take turns going into the temple, and there they would light the incense while people were praying their prayers. No one priest did it all the time. They were on a rotation. So at this particular time, it's Zacharias' turn to light the incense. Now, Zachariah has already been a praying man, and one of the things that he had been praying about was evidently that he would have a child, and maybe more particularly, a son. Well, on this particular day, while he's in there lighting the incense, all of a sudden an angel shows up. And of course, an angel shot him like an angel would shock me or you. If an angel showed up, and told Zachariah, fear not. He says, fear not, Zachariah. Then he says, Zachariah, you know what? God has heard your prayer. And God is answering you. Now, Zachariah had prayed that prayer a long time ago. Now, Zacharias is an older man, and his wife Elizabeth is an older woman. They now passed the childbearing stages of their life. This is the prayer they prayed while they were young. This is something they were asking God to do while God was in a position to do it. This is something they were asking God to do while there was still time for God to do it. But now time has passed. God ran out of time. God showed up too late. Elizabeth is too old now. And perhaps Zacharias feels he's too old as well. Baby making ain't going to happen anymore. They both concluded that they accepted that. They settled into the fact that we are not going to have a biological child. And yet the angel shows up and says, the Lord God has heard you. Put the pen right there. That might be something to encourage you. Keep on praying, because you don't ever know what God is going to do. But the angel says God is going to give you a child. Now, Zachariah had a problem with that. Zachariah said, I believe in God, but I don't believe I'm going to have a baby. I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't know what to say. It should have been a time of rejoicing, celebration, shouting, saying hallelujah to his name. But instead, Zachariah said, I have a problem with that, because I don't see how an old man and an old woman is going to have a child. So he said, I can't really get into testifying about that and bragging about that. So God says, well, I tell you what, the angel said, God says this to you then, Zachariah. Since you can't bless his name, since you can't get excited about it, since you can't talk about it, then what God says is, just don't say anything until the child is born. So the Lord made him where he could not speak. So for all of this time now, he cannot speak because he couldn't bless the name of the Lord with his belief. So God disciplined by saying, just hold on a little while longer and see what I'm going to do. He says, listen, Zechariah, I'm telling you, the Lord is going to give you a son. Elizabeth is going to become pregnant even in her old age. I want you to also understand this. He's going to be a special child. He's going to be a child that's going to be filled with the Holy Ghost even before he leaves his mother's womb. God is up to something. God is getting ready to do something big. God is getting ready to present Christmas. God is getting ready to present the gift that the world has been waiting on. God is getting ready to fulfill a great promise, and he's going to use your son named John to help people get ready for Christmas. John is going to come, and John is going to be this great prophetic voice. He is going to be in the form of Elijah. Elijah, the great Old Testament prophet. He will not be Elijah, but the prophecy had been that one like Elijah or Elijah would come. Jesus later on says that John is the Elijah that was spoken about coming in the Old Testament. So he says, so John is going to be this special person that's going to have this special work done for him, done through him by the Lord. So John is indeed born. When John is born, of course, they start thinking about different names for him, and somebody say, well, maybe he ought to be a Junior, Zechariah Jr. And at that time, the Lord allowed Zechariah's mouth to open up. Zechariah could speak again. Zechariah said, oh no. And he also wrote it down first. Oh no, not Zechariah Jr. No, his name is John. I believe now. I see that God did what God said he would do. And I don't know, maybe you've had one of those experiences where you didn't believe God at first, but then when God came through later, you find yourself looking back and say, he did just what he said he was going to do. I don't know how he made it happen, but he made it happen. He promised me that he was going to do something, and God is a God of his word. Some of us believe in God so strongly not because of what he did yesterday, because we've seen what he can do. We've seen him open up doors when we felt the door couldn't be open. We've seen him make a way out of no way. We've seen him do the impossible, so therefore we come to believe in him all the more. So now John is born. John grows up, and as John grows up, John begins to talk about and prophesy concerning Jesus Christ. John, in essence, is telling everybody who is willing to hear, listen, you need to get ready for Christmas. You need to get ready because God is getting ready to do something grand and great. So what do you do to get ready for Christmas? John says this is what you need to do to get ready for Christmas. By the time Christmas gets here, you need to be ready to receive what God is sending you for Christmas. He says, so first of all, you need to repent. You need to change your mind. You need to be open to moving in another direction. You need to be open to receiving what God wants to offer you. You need to be willing to choose God's way over your way. You need to be willing to make a U-turn and move and live your life in another direction. You need to begin to see life from God's perspective and no longer just from your own perspective. You need to be willing to repent. And everybody who is going to accept the gift of God, you're going to have to repent to be able to do it. You're going to have to be willing to try God's way and not just continue in your way. So he preached repentance. When John was out there in the wilderness preaching, that's what he was preaching. He was preaching repent. Turn to God. Allow God to be your Savior through the method that God has chosen to save men. But not only repentance, but also reconciliation. He says, I want you to understand that if you're going to really get ready for Christmas, you must understand Christmas is about reconciliation. Christmas is about bringing two parties together. Christmas is about dealing with the rift that is between persons. Christmas is about getting people who are not on the same page on the same page. Christmas is about bringing people together. Christmas is, of course, foremost about bringing God and humanity back together. That's what Christmas is really all about. How can God and man get back together? Not without Christmas, because you can't have Easter until you first of all have Christmas. So Christmas is about God and man getting back together again. Christmas is about the fact that man has offended God, but what happens at Christmas it puts humanity in a place where something can be done about the offense that has been created toward God. Now, Christmas not only is therefore to be about our reconciliation with God, but Christmas ought to also be about our reconciliation with one another. Christmas is to be a time when folk who've been mad for years need to let it go. Christmas is a time when people who have been forgiven need to learn how to forgive other people. Christmas is a time when people are reminded of the fact that I did God wrong, but even though I did God wrong, God still has forgiven me. And God wants to say, if I forgave you when you did me wrong, you got to forgive your brother or your sister when they did you wrong. We might say under God, the Lord, they did me so bad, I just had a hard time forgiving them. But God is saying unto you, you don't realize how bad you did me. You don't realize how many times you offended me. When I was reaching out to you, loving you, you acted like you didn't even care. You took my mercy and acted like I didn't do anything for you. When you should have been saying thank you, you ignored me. But even though you did me wrong, I still did you right. Even though you did me wrong, I overlooked all of your faults and I saw what you needed, and I'm giving you a Christmas gift, not because you've been so good. I'm giving you a Christmas gift because you need it. I'm not forgiving you because you deserve to be forgiven. I'm forgiving you because that's the heart that I have. I'm forgiving you because I'm a God of grace and a God of mercy. And I want you to take on that characteristic from me. I want you to learn how to forgive the unforgivable. I want you to reach out to people who didn't reach back out to you. Christmas is not about us giving something and receiving something. God says, when I gave you your gift, I didn't give it to you so you could give me something back. I gave it to you because you needed it. And when we come to Christmas, we have to understand it's about reconciliation, that some little grudges that people have been holding for years, they need to turn it loose. There are some things that can weigh it down. I was saying to somebody this morning, unforgiveness is like wearing a big heavy backpack. Everywhere you go, you got to pack it with you. You're still worried about people who ain't thinking about you. You're still mad about stuff you should have got over years and years ago. God is saying to us, Christmas is about letting it go. When you sin against God, I sinned against God. The Bible says He forgave us, and through our sins, as far as the east is from the west, to remember them no more. Christmas is about reconciliation. It's about God and man being able to get back together again because of the gift that God has given unto us. And then Christmas is also about dealing with the resistance that people have against God. When he uses that word disobedient, the word disobedient as it's used there has to do with those who are stubborn and still resisting God. That after all God has done, there are still people who are resisting Him. After God has so lovingly extended Himself, and after God has offered the gift, and after God has placed the gift within the reach of men have still refused to receive the gift. Many people talk about the fact that they believe that if there is a God, He's too good to send people to hell. Let me tell you, God is not really going to send people to hell. People are choosing to go to hell. People are choosing eternal damnation. God has placed the gift right before folk, and the gift says you don't have to go. The gift says you can have a right relationship with God. The gift says you can make a U-turn right now and move in the opposite direction. The gift says your situation can change. Instead of eternal damnation, you can have eternal life. God is not going to have a sinful folk are going to choose. And everybody who chooses to go will go with the full knowledge and understanding. I could have gone to glory, but I chose to deny the gift that God offered unto me. So John came preaching because God was getting ready for Christmas. Well, on that morning when Jesus Christ came, that's when Christmas really took place. It is the greatest gift that has ever been given, the gift of our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. He was given as the baby Jesus so He could grow up to be the man Jesus, so He could one day go up on a hill called Calvary and one Friday evening allow Himself to be crucified so He could save mankind from our sin. He died so that He could satisfy the justice of God. He took the judgment in himself for all of us who will receive him as our Savior and the Lord of our lives. He came at Christmas again so he could die that Friday evening. And after he died that Friday evening, God was satisfied with the sacrifice that he made on our behalf. That's why early Sunday morning, God raised him up from the dead. He's alive and alive forevermore. He is the Christmas gift that God has given us. I don't know what you're hoping for Christmas. I don't know what kind of thing you put in the minds of somebody else that you want. And I'm not trying to judge that. Whatever they can give you, I hope you get it. But what I want you to understand is that you really already got your Christmas gift. If you are a child of God, you got your Christmas gift. Anything else you get is just gravy. Anything else you get is just extra. I want you to know that when Jesus Christ came, he didn't come to bring you a diamond ring. He didn't come to bring you a Lexus. He didn't come to bring you a Mercedes. He didn't come to bring you a fur coat. He came to bring you salvation. He didn't come to bring you what money can buy. He came to bring you what money cannot buy. He didn't come to bring you something that was temporary, something that was tangible. He came to bring you something that was eternal, something that is intangible. He didn't come so you could just move to a bigger house. He moved so he could make for you another house. He didn't come so you could just move to a better neighborhood. He came so you could move into God's neighborhood. You already got your Christmas gift. That's why some people are saying, I don't know if I'm going to have a good Christmas because I don't know what I'm going to get. You want to have a good Christmas because of what you already got. What you already got on them. You say, I'm going to have a good Christmas. I don't care who died in my family, I'm going to still have a good Christmas. I don't care what happened with Harvey, I'm going to still have a good Christmas. I got a good Christmas because I got Christ. And Christ trumps anything else that happens in my life. If you are a believer and you're a believer in your family that died, you ought to show up, be celebrating Christmas because of Christmas you know where your loved one is. My mama died, my daddy died, my brother died, but I ain't sad today because of Christmas I know where they are. Because of Christmas my whole family got an invitation to be saved. Because of Christmas my whole family was offered Jesus Christ. And all of my sisters and my brother, my mama and my daddy, all of us accepted Jesus Christ as our Savior. We got him for Christmas one year. And you talk about something I got for Christmas, that's a gift that keeps on giving. So every time I think about what I got for Christmas, I'm reminded of how blessed I am. You know, when you get Jesus, it's like getting a box full of gifts. When you get Jesus, you reach in the box, you get something out, and you get excited about what you got. But once you get something out of the box, God tells you that ain't all that's in there. Paul says we have the unsearchable riches in Christ Jesus. You have so much The more valuable I understand the gift to be. Who else could have given me forgiveness of my sin? Who else could have given me eternal life? Who else could give me love that is without measure? Nobody. Nobody but God. And I might let Santa stand on the stage, but he got to slide to the side. Rudolph got to slide to the side. Both are too hot for Frosty, but if he came, he got to slide to the side. I want Jesus right there in the center. Everything else I get becomes a secondary gift. Because the central gift is Jesus Christ. No problem with the Christmas tree. I haven't really fully studied all the history of it. It's probably fine. We don't have one in our lobby. Some churches have one in their lobby. That's probably a good reason for that. Theologically, they probably research that. And people have said to me sometimes, you need to really go and research it. But I'm like, I've been researching this. It may be in there somewhere. I didn't see it. I don't think that's necessarily a problem with it. But I'm just saying, since we already got Christ, I'm not really looking for anything else. Not to be the centerpiece. Everything else just needs to be, marginalized. I ate turkey from Broussard's for Thanksgiving. It was good too. If I'm around on Christmas Day, I'm gonna eat whatever, the family has. But it can never be like a turkey day to me or a ham day. For me, Christ needs to stay at the center. And I don't want to get in so much debt. Trying to celebrate his birthday. That I got to keep going to him all year long saying, can you get me out again? So I just kind of want to stay centered on him. I can have Christmas without anything else. But the gifts and things are nice. I'm going to give gifts. I may receive some as well, but it can't be the center. And I don't want God to even get the impression from me that I compare anybody else's gift with his. But he's in a class all by himself. My mind is kind of fuzzy on a lot of things. I'm ignorant about a lot of things. Some things I'm trying to learn about. I haven't mastered yet. But one thing I'm clear on. I know who my Savior is. I'm clear about that. That's already settled. And I know that God loved me enough to get everything ready for Christmas. And then Christ came, born of a woman, wrapped in swaddling clothes, laid in a manger, just for me and just for you. So I'm glad that God got everything ready for Christmas. Now again, I don't want to dissuade you. Still going to do all your Christmas stuff. I think that's great. But just keep Christ central. And let everything else be great around him. And I would encourage you to make sure your children know. Even if Santa got all these stockings hanging everywhere, make sure your children know that for us as believers, Christmas is about Christ. And everything else becomes secondary. Now, how sad to spend year after year celebrating Christmas and never get Christ. It's going to be fascinating, isn't it? Can you imagine a person in eternity out of the presence of God for all of eternity, remembering that they decorated a Christmas tree every year? and never accepted Christ. They went to Christian parties every year and never accepted Christ. Got a bottle of vodka every year. Got so drunk they didn't even know Christmas Day came and went. And then he returned to look back and say, I had a chance. I had an opportunity. The gift was there. I accepted every other gift from everybody else. But I rejected God when he offered me Christ. And now for all of eternity, I got to live with that decision that I rejected the greatest offer I ever had in Jesus Christ. I just want to present him to you this morning. Your gift awaits you if you're not a Christian. If you are a Christian, thank God for the gift. If you are a Christian, God has given you Christ. Part of what Christ has given you is he's given you brothers and sisters in Christ. All of us, we belong to one another because we belong to God. We're all part of the same family. And we need each other. There are people who perhaps are shy about getting involved with the church. And there are some people who say, well, you know, I'm going to be around those people, you know, they got all kinds of issues and problems. And I say, yeah. But, you know, I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. Just like all those other people got issues and problems. You do too. And God knows that about us. And he still wants us to get together. Why do you think the Bible has statements like love one another?
Yeah, that's it.
Forgive one another. Think about God saying that to you. Forgive one another. Why would God tell us to forgive one another? It doesn't compute. It doesn't resonate. Why would God say forgive one another? Because you might offend one another. That's the only reason he tell you to forgive one another. You can forgive people who never have offended you anyway. So God said, I know that. I know put all these sins together. I know that there are going to be times when y'all get on each other's nerves. I understand that. I'm saying I still want you all to be together. And I want you to forgive one another. He says to us, be long suffering with one another. Or patient. You know what long suffering means? To suffer long. If you're going to be around other people, you're going to put up with something sometime. And you might have somebody that loves you, they romantically just infatuated over you, they're going to look in your eyes and say, you're perfect. They don't mean it like that. And if they marry you, then they're going to say, oops. You might say we have a perfect marriage, a perfect church. I understand what you mean by that semantically. But you can't really have a perfect marriage because you can't find two perfect people. And you can't have a perfect church because you can't find perfect people. All of us are flawed. All of us have something wrong. Yeah, you too. I saw you looking up. All of us have something that's wrong with us. All of us are in the process of becoming what God desires for us to be. And with that in mind, God still wants us to be together. So if you're not a part of a local church, but you are a Christian, you need to be with other Christians. Now, this may not be the church. This is not the church for everybody. I'm not the pastor for everybody. I clearly understand that. I am appealing to anybody who the Spirit of the Lord is wrestling with you concerning the fact that, listen, this is a place you need to be because you're in search of a church home, not leaving your church, but if you're in search of a church home. If the Spirit of the Lord is directing you, we're opening up this time to you as well. With that being